should we suffocate? Blood is on the gun, yeah, I will lead us home, yeah, I will lead us. Let's go.
Alright, and that does it for the countdown. Welcome to Market Pulse Crypto. I'm the artist formerly known as Ice9. Today is Sunday, January the 26th, 2025. And do I have some news for you today? We're also going to be watching a crypto taxation video that a friend recommended. And we're going to watch this video together, and we're pretty much going to learn about this together because I am not exactly a tax professional. So we're going to dive into this and see what we can learn. But right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the market overview. We are on a dip right now. The total market cap is coming in at $3.47 trillion. We are down about 3.5% over the last day as the Asian markets begin to wake up. We're going to go ahead and dive right into the top winners of the day. We've got the Jupiter, the exchange token for the Jupiter exchange on Solana is up just over 9.25%. AIOZ network up at about 6.75%. Onyx coin is one that has been trending here over the weekend. It is up at about 8%. Pudgy Penguins is up at about 2.75%. Bitensor is up about 2.33%. Movement up at 2.5%. Lido DAO is up at 2.75%. Leo just barely in the green at 0.03%. USDC is a stable coin, and that is pretty much everything that is actually in the green right now that is in the top, I believe this is the top 100. This is the top 100 or 200. This is the top, okay, this is the top 100. So that is all of the projects that are in the green that are in the top 100. Let's go ahead and look at the top losers of the day. Fartcoin is down at 22.25%. Virtuals Protocol continues its downtrend down just under 13%. The official Trump coin has really kind of fallen off the rails, and that is down at about 11.5%. Pepe is down at about 11.5%. Optimism, both in the market sentiment and the project itself, is down at 11.5%. Bonk is down at 11.11%. Athena is down just about 11%. SPX 6900 is down about 10.5%. Sui is down just over 10%. And Dog with Hat is down about 10% as well. Now, we're going to take a look at a meme that is blowing up, and that is Toshi. So we're actually going to look at that real quick, and then we'll go over we'll look at the new category and see what new projects we have coming into the space. But this one is blowing up. We'll show you the chart over the last 7 days in case you want to ride this wave of momentum. But yeah, we are up 336% over the last 7 days. You're not going to find those kind of returns in the stock market or pretty much any other market outside of the crypto market. So you are in the right place if you are looking to maximize gains. This is the Toshi, and Toshi is, I believe, the cat. It is a meme coin named after the cat of Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong. And this is a base network project, and it has really been blowing up. You can see it's got $426 million worth of 24-hour volume, so that is a lot of money that is being traded back and forth between this project. There are a lot of places you can buy this at if you're looking to get in. I believe it was just listed on Coinbase. So let's see what we've got here. We've got, I saw it was live on Coinbase. Let's see. It is on Bybit, KuCoin, MEXC, Gate.io, XT, Bitmart, Aerodrome. Is this on Coinbase? Should be on Coinbase. It's on Crypto.com. Well, let's search it. It's not listed. I'm pretty sure it's about to be listed. Let's see what we got here. Toshi. You can. So you can buy Toshi on Coinbase. It has just not been added to CoinMarketCap yet, but you can definitely get it on Coinbase if you're interested in getting in on the action with Toshi. Now let's go and look at some of these new projects. We're not really going to take a deep dive into any of these. We're just going to show you what is new according to CoinMarketCap. And we have Alpha, Stargate AI Agent, Calliope, Doge to Moon, Nazi Elon, if you know about, the I don't know, whatever it was he was doing at the Trump, was it a Trump celebration? I'm not exactly sure, but I don't know, a lot of people thought it was a Nazi gesture. Personally, I think it was just, I wouldn't read too much into it. I think it was just he got a bit too excited. But anyway, Bear in Bathrobe. It's a goofy meme that's just come out. Elongate. Ondo DeFi. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I don't think it's related to the actual Ondo token itself. But just so I'm not giving you any misinformation, let's read about it. DeFi layer built on Ondo. So it's claiming to be built on Ondo. Claims Ondo DeFi is the first DeFi layer 2 built on Ondo, combining AI-driven tools with USDY, a T-bill, or Treasury bill-backed stable asset. It provides inflation-proof, scalable solutions for decentralized finance. Now, how valid is that? Well, let's see. This could be something worth looking into. I think we'll add it to the watch list just in case, but we'll do a short little analysis and see what we come up with. See how many token holders there are of this project. Only 822, but then again, it is a new project. Let's see if they're followed by any major players in the crypto space. Doesn't look like it. Personally, I'm going to hold off on getting into this before I have any more information on it. So that'll just be a quick wrap up of the, let's look at the gainers. So we've got Liberty World Financial. That is a knockoff of the actual Liberty World Financial. Got Wolf, Cat X. Seems a lot of memes we've got in here. Pepe Maga, Beers, Alpha, Squid Game. Most visited. Official Melania meme, and this is the official Melania meme. See, the market cap is just under $500 million. This is a Trump coin, which is kind of on a downtrend, which, to be fair, everything is right now. Everything seems to be dipping. All of the major coins, anyway. What's hot on Solana? I don't know why they have Ethereum under here. Top gainers of the day on Solana. Spell token, up 44%. What is that? I think that's going to do it for the market overview. Now we're going to watch this video on crypto taxation, and we will follow these guys on YouTube. The Clinton Donnelly Show, Trusted Crypto Tax Help. Like I said, I have not watched this video yet, so we're all going to kind of do that together right now and see what we learn from this. So let me get things set up real quick. Go ahead and turn off this. Turn on desktop audio. And here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on one second. We're having some technical difficulties with this. Let's see. Well, hold on 1 minute. We are in full-blown boomer mode right now. Let's see what we can do about this audio. See what this does.
Well, let's just get right into it. I want to be as blunt as possible. Here it is today, December 17th, and there is a crisis in crypto tax reporting. And simply put, almost everybody is at risk of having incorrectly calculated their crypto gains in prior years and are at significant risk if audited. Now, let me break this down. The IRS has come out with regulations that have reversed prior guidance that they gave in 2019 on how crypto gains are to be calculated. They have reversed it. They've reversed it in this way. They've said that the challenge is, how do you determine the cost basis of a coin that's sold? They've changed it in two ways. One is their mandatory use of the first in, first out method, and more importantly, the use of a by account method of tracking which coins are sold. That is to say, when you sell a coin, it has to be one that was in the same wallet. Up until now, the default in almost all the crypto gain calculation services is a universal wallet, where all coins, all wallets are treated as though there was one wallet to pick from. And this was allowed in the prior guidance that was located in the frequently asked questions that made available in 2019. But the IRS came out with regulations, and they've made it very clear that this is not how they are going to be counting it. Now, the problem is they've changed their regulations. These new regulations will go into effect retroactively, okay? And we had one client who, when we switched their gain calculation from a traditional way that we were allowed under the old guidance to the new guidance, it resulted in a $1 million increase in taxable gains that he would have had to report for a prior year. So this is serious. The degree to which everyone's going to be impacted, it varies. But let me just tell you right now, if you're using the following gain calculation services, your prior calculations are all wrong. That would be Token Tax, Coin Ledger, Zen Ledger. So, but the good news is, if you use the other services, they too offered a by wallet approach as well, but the default was a universal approach. Almost everybody's gain calculations do not conform to how the IRS is going to examine you during an audit. The good news, though, is that they came out with a revenue procedure. This is a way to handle a tax situation that it's called Revenue Procedure 2024-28, and it allows you to, if you take some simple steps, which we're going to talk about, you can protect yourself from the past. Basically, you lock in the unused cost basis at the end of this year, map it against your existing inventory of coins, and that becomes a new baseline for you and the IRS for starting 2025. Okay, we're going to get into the details, but here's the big action item you need to take. You have to adopt a plan for how you're going to do this, and you have to formally adopt it with a timestamp before the end of this year. Okay, so you only got 14 days left to make this happen. We've made it easy for you. We're the experts in crypto gain calculation. You can go to our website, cryptotaxaudit.com/1099. I'm sure it's going to be on the screen at some point. You go there, and it's going to invite you to sign up for the Safe Harbor Allocation Plan. Just do it. The page explains everything about it. Don't worry. Don't lose a lot of time on it. Just sign up for it. It creates an electronically signed document that you get a copy of, and we retain a copy for our records. Nothing goes to the IRS when you sign up for this. But if you don't have proof that you adopted this plan by the end of the year, you don't get to take advantage of this revenue procedure. All right, so that's massive, massive number one takeaway. While you're watching this AMA, just go to that website and sign up. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but trust me, it's worse to not have one. Now, the second step in the process here is to do a physical inventory, and Ben's going to get into describing what that means. But I guess I want to take a little advertisement break at this point and talk to you about Crypto Tax Audit. We are I would characterize us as the largest crypto tax audit firm in the U.S. All we do are crypto tax returns. Not only do we calculate the gain using a full service method where Ben and his team actually calculate the gain for you, you don't have to do the work. And we also prepare the entire tax return, and we defend people in audits for the IRS. Nobody else has done the level of scale that we've done. We've done over 4,000 crypto tax returns. None of them have been audited on their crypto results. And so that's an incredible record. It's way, 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 way below the national average. And the reason is we put extra things in there that you wished were in there. If you knew in advance, you're going to get audited by the IRS. And since most of our clients, crypto traders, are all reasonably high risk of being audited, this is what you want. It costs more than your regular return, but I think you'll feel comfortable having it. And then finally, we defend people in audits. We've done over 50 audits. 40% of the time, we get refunds back for our clients. But we've also defended audits all the way up to tax court. We've had 4 tax court cases, and we have won 3 of them. And the 4th one, we're waiting for the IRS to completely throw in the towel. We've challenged their gain calculation 4 times, and they're still trying to come and beat us, and we've just whooped them every single time when we go up against the IRS. And nobody else has this record. We are the experts, and just because somebody can do your gain calculation doesn't mean they're going to defend it when it comes time with the audit. And the IRS is ramping up their auditors. Right now they have about 8,000 auditors. They have plans in place with Congress for budget increases to give them another 29,000 auditors within the next 4 years. A lot of people are saying, what's going to happen with Donald Trump and taxes? Well, my simple answer to this is Donald Trump is really big about paying down the deficit. The IRS is the money-making arm of the U.S. government, and tariffs do not bring in enough money to cover how much is being brought in. And so I have every expectation that Donald Trump will continue to increase the number of auditors as the IRS has planned. Even though they let go of some management, they'll probably still bring in the auditors. And, there's chatter out there about no taxes for cryptocurrency and this sort of thing. Until Congress passes that law, then, your taxes will be expected to be paid. And just recently, the IRS did a criminal investigation group has sentenced someone to prison for failing to report all their crypto income. That was the only thing that the person did. He failed to report $4 million of income in 2017, 18, and 19, and they just sentenced him to a year in prison and $1 million in restitution, plus paying back tax.
Need a UGC video for your business? Find me and many other skilled creators on Fiverr. Or you could grab a top camera.
Now is to talk to Ben about how you do an inventory of your coins.
Yeah.
Ben?
In 2017, 18, and 19, and they just sentenced him to a year in prison and $1 million in restitution, plus paying back tax.
Now is to talk to Ben about how you do an inventory of your coins at the end of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. So the two things that need to be done before the end of the year, even if you don't, quite understand what this safe harbor transition is agreeing to the global allocation plan, or a reasonable one. We have one on our website that you can sign, and then taking the inventory snapshot on December 31st, 2024. Now, what is the inventory snapshot? This is a snapshot of all of your holdings by each wallet or account. And so this would show, like if we just look at centralized exchanges, like Coinbase, you go to your Coinbase account, go to the portfolio view, and then you would take a snapshot of that portfolio view. So it would show all your digital assets or cryptocurrencies and the amounts. So you have, 0.5 Bitcoin, 2 Ethereum, 100 Render, and that's what that would show. And then you're going to do that for all of your wallets as well. So the wallets, you can either log directly into your wallet to look at the portfolio view, or you can go to the Blockchain Explorer and look at the Blockchain Explorer. Now we have some instructions on our website on how to take this snapshot. And we think, by actually taking a screenshot of your portfolio balances by wallet and account is a best practice. If you use paper to write down your portfolio balances, there's risk of making a mistake, or if your handwriting is bad like mine, you might not know the difference between some of the numbers. If you put it in Excel manually, document your balances, again, there's room for human error. And so taking the snapshot is probably the quickest, easiest, and most secure way of doing it to ensure that the amounts there are accurate. And we recommend doing this on December 31st, 2024, so that the balances are accurate for when we have to do the allocation. If you do this, before December 31st, 2024, and you make transactions, transfers, buys, sells, anything, that's going to throw off your balances in the accounts. So you want to make sure that it's taken on December 31st, 2024 to have the most accurate, up-to-date balances. With another pro tips here, a lot of people like to do staking, participate in liquidity pools, or lend their tokens to third parties. For all of these instances, you want to make sure you capture the balances in those third party validators or delegators, people who are borrowing your tokens, so that when we do the allocation, we know that those are your tokens and how much and we can do the allocation correctly. So I'm talking about this allocation. So what this does is it allows you to transition from the prior year methods that you're using before the year 2025 and transition to the new IRS regulations. And this safe harbor is protecting you from using a non-prescribed IRS method in the past to transitioning to their the new methods and regulations that they have. So that's really what this safe harbor is about. If you find it confusing, that's because it is. But the two simple things are going back to agreeing to a global allocation plan, and then also doing that inventory snapshot. So those are the two important things. If that's all you do between now and the end of the year, you're in compliance. and we can figure out the rest in 2025. So I think, Clinton, with that, should we get on to some of these questions? Or do you have anything else to add there?
I apologize, everyone. We fixed any microphone problems now, I hope. Let in the chat, let us know if there's any issues still. First question comes to us from Jesse Aubrey. The questions are down below on the screen. When taking a screenshot of my wallet address is partially hidden in the middle with ... Is this acceptable as long as the beginning and the end address is viable? Yeah, I think so.
I have most tokens on Descent Wallet and some on Examen. Should I merge or consolidate all onto one Descent? I don't think this is necessary. It might make this allocation easier. It might make your record keeping easier, but if that's the only reason you're doing it, it's not necessary. You can keep those separate, and you just take snapshots of both wallets.
Do both my wife and I need to do this? Typically, it's all piled together. This is a good question. I mean, it probably depends on whether have you always been married when you've been investing? If you've been treating it all as one joint pool, then I would continue to do that. But the bottom line in terms of the inventory is document every wallet and what coins you have in it with a timestamp. And if it's your wife's wallet, write wife's wallet on the side, your wallet, whatever it takes, so that if we come back 2 or 3 years from now and we look at those documents, it would be very clear to us what we're looking at in terms of what wallet was. This is your wife's coins, your coins, whatever. So that's probably the best frame of reference on all these questions, is what will make sense to me a couple of years from now when I'm having to look at this possibly during an audit. Next question.
Is a screenshot of my Casa app with the Bitcoin total on an iPhone using the phone's pictures and timestamp good enough? I would say yes. If it has a timestamp, it has the date, it has the total, that would meet the requirements, and that would be easy for us to know how much was in the wallet. You might want to somehow get a way to identify what wallet that is. An easy way to identify in the future, if you could get part of the wallet address in there, if you can, when you save the name of the document, you save the name as the wallet, so you know which one it is. It has to be easily identifiable, just like Clinton said, so that if we look at this a few years later, we can say, oh, that belongs to this wallet address ending in XYZ. I don't want to consolidate 1,000 addresses nor dox myself on Block Explorer for safety. Yes, I don't think, if you're doing things to that seem complicated just to get the snapshot, don't do it. Take the snapshot. You don't need to make this more complicated than it is by moving tokens around and risking losing your assets.
Now that Gensler is probably leaving the SEC, does this change the safe harbor prevalence? No one else is talking about it. Well, a couple great questions. First of all, Gensler was with the SEC, and these are IRS regulations. So there are two different agencies, totally different set of administrative law. So Gensler is totally irrelevant to this. The fact that there's going to be a new IRS commissioner is totally irrelevant to this, unless they actively make steps. But this is all going to get done before Trump gets into power. So the relevant second thing would be, why is nobody else talking about it? This is absolutely a giant red flag for you in terms of the companies you're dealing with. We've been talking about it since the new regulations came out. Actually, in August, we started talking about it. September, they became formalized. We've already been in discussions with several of the crypto gain calculation services to educate them on the issues. Particularly cointracking.info has been working very closely with us. We've actually been quite shocked at some of the crypto CPAs and tax preparation firms are just now waking up to this crisis. Now, the question is not such as like CoinTracker, for example, they just came out and said some things about it. Well, hey, first of all, this is December. You finally got around to realizing this. But secondly, just because their software, CoinTracker software, does support buy wallet as well as the universal wallet approach, and so they have the technological capability to support it. So does coin tracking, so does crypto tax calculator and Coinly. But the issue is not that can the software shift over to doing that, but you need to create a benchmark of where you're at using the revenue procedure, which means you got to have a formally adopted safe harbor allocation plan, and secondly, the inventory that Ben is talking about. So these are absolutely essential. You absolutely need to do this. I can't stress this enough. There's only 14 days left. After this year is over, you will not be able to go back and reconstruct a safe harbor allocation plan, and you're going to be exposed on all your prior gain calculations. They'll all be retroactively. When the IRS uses them, they'll use the retroactive rules. So your risk is significant for back taxes and penalties. Next question.
All right, well, we're going to stop it right there. And if you want to continue to listen to the rest of the AMA session, which looks like there's a good deal of it left, you can go over here to the Clinton Donnelly Show, Trusted Crypto Tax Help, and you can watch the rest of that there. But right now we're going to move on to some other crypto tax news. And let's bring this back up. All right. So what I have for you here is this right here. Eric Trump drops a bombshell, 0% taxes for cryptos made in the USA, and this is something that is being floated around right now in Washington. Now, if you missed it, Eric Trump posted to X, flirting with the idea that there's going to be a potential 0% capital gains tax for cryptos that are made in the US. So we'll go ahead and read this from the Binance Square. But the post, Eric Trump drops a bombshell, 0% taxes for cryptos made for taxes for made in US crypto, appeared first on Coin Media FinTech News. In an effort to prioritize crypto innovation and investment, the United States is preparing to launch a crucial tax relief policy. Reports suggest that Eric Trump, son of President Donald Trump, hinted at the possibility of the introduction of a zero capital gains tax policy by the newly inducted Trump administration for cryptocurrency projects. Will US-based projects and non-US based projects equally benefit from the expected tax concessions? It says US-based crypto projects to enjoy zero capital gains tax. As per reports, Eric asserted that US-based crypto projects, including XRP and HBAR, would benefit from the zero capital gains tax policy. Eric's confirmation has triggered excitement in the entire cryptocurrency industry. Many crypto enthusiasts believe that the decision would make US-based crypto projects more attractive. Will non-US-based crypto projects receive any tax relief? The policy is less likely to provide any benefits to non-US crypto projects. So unfortunately for me, I believe the only US-based crypto project in my portfolio right now is Chirp, and that is a brand new project that is a DPIN project for I believe they're partnered with Peak. They have a partnership with Peak, and they are looking to bring DPIN to more DPIN infrastructure to crypto, and they're a US-based crypto project. But most of the things I have, like Fetch AI, I believe is based in, last I read, it was based in the UK with the potential of moving to Dubai, or maybe they're already in Dubai. I'm not exactly sure. Leica AI is an Indian project. What else do we have? Kagito, which is going to be rebranded to Singularity Finance. That is right. That I would assume that's right up there with being in Dubai as well, considering they are part of the Fetch ecosystem. What else do we have? Peak. If I remember right, Peak is a German crypto project. Mint Layer is based in San Marino. What else is in the portfolio? eGold or Multiverse X. That's a Romanian project. So personally, I don't have any many cryptos that are based in the U.S. Although we might start looking at getting into Chainlink, which is mentioned right here. So it also says the category, like what the name suggests, refers to cryptos having strong connections to the U.S. So here's a pretty good list: XRP, Solana, USDC, that's a stable coin, Cardano, Chainlink, Avalanche, Stellar, Hedera, Sui, and Polkadot. Those are the top 10 cryptocurrency projects by market cap in that category. So this is also something to watch out for, and we'll see how this develops later in the year. But I mean, I think we'd all like a 0% capital gains tax on crypto. That kind of, if that were to get passed, which, as our boy here says, it has to be passed by Congress still. Until then, the previous regulations do apply, and the tax code still applies as of me making this video. But hopefully we can get that changed, and we can pretty much all enjoy some 0% capital gains tax on cryptos in the US. But that is the taxation news. Now, let's see what the market's doing right now before we sign off. It's still going down quite a bit. We're down. When we started the stream, we were down at 3.5% on the daily, and now we're down about 4%. So is Bitcoin holding 100? Bitcoin's still holding 100K. We're at 101 point, just under 101,000. So we'll see how the Western markets react when we wake up in the morning, and we also have a Fed meeting on Wednesday, and we'll see whether, well, it's pretty much expected that rate cuts are going to stay the same. So I'm not sure we'll get much movement from that, but who knows what's going to happen. I mean, honestly, the news is still pretty bullish. Trump is signing these pro-crypto executive orders, and eventually we should expect to see that kind of pump the markets more. I still believe that I'm still very bullish on the rest of this year. I think most people are. The fundamentals of this market haven't really changed except for the better. So we've had nothing pretty much but positive news for the past, month or two, really since November. And I would expect that to catch up with the markets very soon. But let's see. Let's go ahead and go over the 7-day winners and losers. Look at this, up 242% on the week. That is Onyx Coin, XCN. Lido DAO is up 25%. Gate token, the exchange token of Gate.io, is up about 25%. Mantra is up about 21.25%. KuCoin shares up about 21%. Radium up about 17%. Mantle up about 16%. Jupiter up about 9%. DEXE is up just under 9%. And Monero, everyone's favorite privacy coin, is up just over 8.25%. And with that, I think I will I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off for tonight, and we will do some more streams later in the week. We might do one tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Tuesday, but we're going to try to do one tomorrow. Expecting a long week at the office, so we'll see how that all plays out. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and a great start to your week. Signing.